is A-game. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
What's going on, bro? DS1 Ross, and we back here on CashApp SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. We back with another video. In this video, I want to speak on the lack of structure that the Black manosphere has never had. And I want to speak on what is the result or why this lack of structure exists. See, what we see now and what's been going on for, I'm going to say, going on the past 2 years now in this space that we call a Black manosphere, is we have saw the collapse of something that was never fortified. We have been constantly watching the collapse and the fall of something that was a great idea, something that was successful in a lot of ways, something that still continues to garner a lot of attention, even till this day. You know, no matter what, the Black manosphere would never die. It would only die if the people who want to hear Black manosphere content say they don't want to hear it anymore. But the reason why this space has never been fortified, it is because of the lack of structure. And I've always said this, that it is due to the lack of structure. And the reason why structure was never employed, it is because of the lack of values. It is because of the lack of values. This is why. If there is no value system employed, there is nothing to be built upon. There's nothing to even be built. You see, the importance of a value system creates structure or gives the idea or the purpose for a structure. I broke this down in a previous stream where I broke down the different levels in society, or the different ranks, you see. And each of those ranks, there are certain values that an individual, a man, have to possess. Within those systems, there's values that must be possessed. And these values give reason or purpose to build a structure. If you want people to live a productive, peaceful life, you create schools to teach them things for that to happen. You have to teach them how to structure their life. But in the way that you teach them how to structure their life is you have to give them a value system. Because the value system is going to speak to not only their structure, but their path. After their foundation is built, there is now a path that they can follow. And the path that will be followed will be a structured path because there's a value system connected to it. And when you have a structured path, you tend to execute a lot better. You see? But when there's no values, there is no structured path. There is no structure. And this is why the black manosphere has always been swaying from side to side, just blowing in the wind, coming and going. We don't ever know. It is because it was not built on a solid foundation. And because the solid foundation is built on values, a value system. So you have to understand the importance of a value system. You have to understand the importance of the 10 life value system. And what this space is missing is the internal 5 of the 10 life value system. The internal 5. That's your spiritual value. That is your dwelling value, your family value, your mobility value. Excuse me, not mobility, but your family value, your spiritual value. These things are important. These internal 5 are the most important because if your internal value isn't intact, the external is not going to work. You see? So the foundation of the space was initially weak because the architects of the space did not show the men that it was important to possess the internal 5 of the 10 life values, which is spiritual value, which speaks to who and what you are. Your health value. Your health value. A lot of us speak about the black male mental illness issue. How we just dealt with a tragic loss here in the black manosphere due to a mental illness. This is a health problem. This is part of the internal 5 of the 10 life value system, which creates a solid foundation in a man. And we know due to trauma, our foundation is cracked, it's weak. See? So this is why there's a lack of structure amongst us. Our family value. You see? What creates good character in a person? Who you learn from, your family. Where does most of our trauma begin? With our family. You see? So we have to understand what we're dealing with. The lack of structure is due to the lack of employing a value system. And then the last 2 is our appearance value and our dwelling value, where we live and how we live. So these internal 5 values of the 10 life values, our spiritual value, our health value, our family value, our dwelling value, and our appearance value is why we lack structure amongst us. If we employ these things, the revamp will happen. If not, we'll continue to see what we see. Make sure you like the video, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Fellas, hit the link in the description box for your A game. This is a herbal male solution. Hit the link in the description box. Get on your A game. At the checkout, type in Sheep 10 for a discount on your purchase. I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Peace.
Happy Valentine's Day from all of us at A Game.